Tena koutou, tena koutou, tena koutou katoa. I'd like to thank Fran, New Zealand Inc., and the Auckland Business Chamber for inviting me to participate in today's program. It's an honor to join Prime Minister Christopher Luxon, Minister for Trade Todd McClay, and other esteemed leaders of the New Zealand government and business communities in today's events. I'd like to take this opportunity to reflect on our country's strong partnership and the recent U.S. presidential election results. On November 5th, 2024, the American people made their voices heard in the presidential election and re-elected Donald Trump to become the 47th President of the United States. The election's clear outcome demonstrates a commitment to democracy and civil engagement that remains strong in the United States. We are proud of our open and transparent election process. We saw an unprecedented voter turnout, reflecting the importance of participation in our democratic process. A fundamental principle of American democracy is we accept the results, and the Biden-Harris administration has committed to a peaceful transfer of power in January. Looking down the road, we will continue to work hard advancing the United States-New Zealand relationship, which is the strongest it has been in decades. We hold a deep and long-standing commitment to democratic institutions, the rules-based international order, and respect for international rule of law. In defense of these values, we've worked together to counter threats to the international order, including Russia's illegal invasion of Ukraine, the Houthis' attacks on shipping lanes in the Red Sea, and the PRC's destabilizing and aggressive behaviors in the Taiwan Straits, the South China Sea, and elsewhere. One of our paramount shared interests is in advancing broad and inclusive prosperity in our own countries and throughout the world. To that end, we've made progress implementing the Indo-Pacific Economic Framework, or IPEF. Through this agreement, the United States and New Zealand are upholding our values by promoting worker rights, increasing our capacity to prevent and respond to supply chain disruptions, and strengthening our collaboration on the transition to clean economies. Our strong trade and investment links also highlight how our economies are complementary. U.S.-New Zealand trade is better than ever. Two-way trade is now valued at more than 27 billion New Zealand dollars. The United States also recently surpassed Australia to become New Zealand's second largest export market. The growth in exports to the United States was led by a strong service sector, especially tourism, up more than 20% from last year to 7.5 billion New Zealand dollars. U.S. travel to New Zealand has surpassed pre-COVID levels. It's at 112%. Our nations share a united and enduring stake in an open, free, and prosperous Indo-Pacific region. Whether supporting the centrality of the Pacific Islands Forum, funding the Pacific Resilience Fund to fortify climate-resilient infrastructure, or coordinating development assistance to promote digital connectivity and marine science research, our nations share deep ties and commitments to the Pacific Islands. We continue to partner with New Zealand to advance rules and norms that will help our countries harness the benefits of emerging technology, including AI. We brought together governments from around the world to sign a political declaration on the responsible military use of AI and autonomy. We are also proud to have established new bilateral dialogues with New Zealand, including our space dialogue, which met for the first time in March, and the high-level critical and emerging tech dialogue, which convened this past August. We will seek to continue to expand mutually beneficial trade and knowledge sharing in areas like quantum computing, AI, biotech, and aerospace, which constitute some of the fastest growing parts of New Zealand's economy. And with new investments in infrastructure and geographic and regulatory advantages, it is no surprise U.S. aerospace companies have operations in New Zealand. Looking back and reflecting on how far we've come over the past 3 years, I have no doubt that the U.S.-New Zealand relationship will remain strong. While I cannot speculate on the specifics of the next administration's future policies, I can say that our shared values, interests, and view of the world, which forms the basis of our strong relationship, will remain unchanged. Let us continue to strengthen our friendship and partnership as we face the future together. Thank you.